Welcome to Win Souls TV. This is your host, Jeff Thomas. And today, guys, I'm going to be completely real with you. For the past 3 weeks, I've probably made like 2 videos. And there's a reason behind that. But first, I'd like to just read something to you out of the Bible and then I'll elaborate on that. In 1 Samuel 15, verse 3, this is what the Lord tells Saul to go and do. And this is what the Lord tells Saul. Go and attack the Amalekites. Destroy them and all their possessions. Don't have pity. Kill their men, women, and children, and even their babies. Slaughter their cattle, sheep, camels, and donkeys. So basically, have no mercy. I want you to destroy every doggone thing that you come across on their land. Don't leave anything alive. We all know the story. Of course, Saul had his own little agenda and his own little motive. And what did he do? He spared an individual. He spared the king over that land. And guess what? Samuel comes through and he slaughters everybody and all of the rest of the cattle that were not saved, or that were saved. And with all of that said, I feel like in the state of Christianity right now, there are a lot of pastors that preach a great word, but there are pastors within that are just performing for the crowd. They're performing for people. And so they have idolized people over God. They have idolized money over God. There are ministers that preach all over the world simply just to make a paycheck and not out of the love of Christ. There are ministers literally that move in specific giftings and have put their relationship with God only over those specific giftings, as if they don't have necessarily like a love for God. They just want the gifts that come with the relationship with God. And I got to thinking, I read my Bible like every morning. Okay, 3 o'clock in the morning I'm reading, and before I go to work, before I go to the gym and do cardio or whatever. And I started to feel like I was reading the Bible only to get a message for a YouTube video. Now I sat back and then I knew that the Lord had wanted me to make YouTube videos, but then and so I just dove in head first, and that's what it was. But slowly but surely I started to realize that I was reading the Bible only to grab a message, and I don't want my relationship with God to be like that. I felt so uncomfortable like that. And so for the past 3 weeks, I've only made like 2 videos because I wanted to make sure that when I come back to YouTube, it would be like my relationship with the Lord wouldn't be hindered. It wouldn't just be to make YouTube videos or to be seen by people or whatever. I didn't make YouTube videos to be seen by people, but it wouldn't just be to make a YouTube message as the only reason why I was reading the Bible. And I just slowly but surely felt like that. And if that was the case, I was like, man, I wonder how many of us as Christians are, really selling out to the world in order to make a paycheck, or in order to do whatever it is that they want, or to live a specific lavish lifestyle, and I don't want to be a part of all of that mess. I don't want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of ministering the word of God out of my love for God, not for anything else. And I needed to take a step back and to reflect on my specific motives. And that's why I hadn't really been making any YouTube videos. But I will definitely say that sometimes we do need to take a step back and really reflect on the things that we're doing and the motive behind them. Because if the motive is anything other than out of our love for Jesus Christ, then we have effectively, slowly but surely, made a little mini God out of the thing that we desire versus putting God on the pedestal where he belongs. And I want no part of that. And so it was necessary for me to step back. It was necessary for me to take that time and reflect. And it was necessary for me to have that conversation with the Lord. Now I know for a fact where my heart is. He knows where my heart is. And he's also shown me where my heart is. So and so with that triple whammy right there, I will be making my videos consistently again. And all this time, I just didn't know why I was feeling a certain way. And he really showed me why. So now that I know, it's time to get back to work. Thou don't worketh, thou don't eateth. Even though I don't make a paycheck doing this, I do this for the love of Christ, and I do this for the love of you guys, or out of love for you guys. And I'm going to just keep going based on whatever he tells me to do. And this is one of the things he told me to do, and he hasn't told me to stop. So it's time to keep going. You guys be blessed. Have a good one. And don't make your own motives. Always go out of your love and your passion and the commands that the Lord has given you. Have a good one.